Can you hear it? Welcome to Relay.
Hello. Look, Eris, you can't say that about Fastcart. He is a loved, trusted member of the community, and you should not be bad-mouthing him like that.
Yes. Trusted?
Reliable.
Yes.
Yes. Trusted?
Hey everyone, how's it
Kill
going?
your dog.
Did you just say
Specifically your dog.
kill your
Nothing
dog?
else, just your dog.
Oh, okay. Good start.
And also your social security number. I fast card.
Put your account number, bank
I love
card,
you.
and PIN number in the chat for the chance to win a prize.
I love you, Fast Cart. I was just at Fast Cart's Bar Citizen on Saturday. That was a good time.
I wish I could have been there. I liked the last one.
Yeah.
It was good times.
Disco Lando showed up for that one.
Okay, I'm glad I wasn't there. He would have found a way to carry me off.
It's true. That's how he shows affection.
He must love me then, because
Scathing insults and lifting above the ground.
every single time I've met him. Yeah.
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 That's what he does, man.
I like that man. He's a good man.
Disco Lando is like a force of nature. You can't really like you can't like tame him. You can't really understand him. You
No.
just have to accept him.
You experience him.
You experience Disco Lando.
Yeah. It is the Disco Lando experience.
Coming to Oculus Quest, the Disco Lando experience. No, it was good.
I think we got something.
It
got
was
something
good.
here.
People in the chat, next time we do virtual Bar Citizen, which will probably be Citizen Con. Around that time, you should come hang out. I'll probably be there. So, yeah.
Moscavian hates me then. He never gives me any shit.
Hey,
We'll talk about all
Niscavian, how's it going?
kinds of things. Hello, everybody. That's not what this show's about.
It's not.
This show is the Unnamed Game Show. Four
Is this show-
s'mores and 7 beers ago is the title of this.
That's a good one.
What's your name,
Wait,
Jake?
This
All right.
show-
What's your name, Jake? Jake, what's your name?
Oh, it devolves every week. My name this week is Jake, quote, pees out the window at light speed, end quote, Accessipedia.
This is, of course, the show where we talk about the top 0.0001% of OnlyFans, otherwise known as Noscavian.
Yes.
We are all
He doesn't
loyal
even charge that
subscription
much.
members.
It's like $5 a month. It's very reasonable.
Yeah, yeah.
No PPV content once you sub. You get everything. It's nice.
All the bananas.
Yeah, and you can hire him for private chats, bar mitzvahs, children's birthdays, but I wouldn't recommend it.
What happens between you and Noscavian during the events is between two consenting adults, and not anything illegal or sexual in nature.
Noscavian is sexual enough in nature by himself. I'm gonna spread this meme, Noscavian. It's gonna become a thing.
Oh no, he's gonna make the OnlyFans.
Means you
He's
have to
already made
subscribe.
the OnlyFans.
He's doing it. I'll pay you $5.
All right, welcome.
I can do
Welcome
without
to the
extra
Unnamed
spaghetti.
Game Show.
This is the show where we don't talk at all about Star Citizen, except for the very beginning where we talk about Star Citizen and saying that we don't talk about Star Citizen. Instead, because we have Jake here, who works at Cloud Imperium Games, who are making Star Citizen,
Yeah.
we talk about all sorts of other video games and fun stuff. So here we go. We start. Oh, segment 8 is up there. Segment 8 shouldn't be up there. Chapter 0.
Does it really matter with this show, considering we go segment 0, segment 1, segment 3?
No, it doesn't.
And they're not even called segments either. Segmentin.
This one's segmentin 0.
Fastcart, you missed the entire section where I went from harassing you to praising you.
Fastcart, it's because Noscavian's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube, so look on the screen. You'll see.
You just have to watch them on the screen.
Yeah.
I wish there was a way to combine chats, but I don't think they want that.
Nope. Yeah. So the Unnamed Game Show. Again, I am an employee of Cloud Imperium Games. I don't know what the thing at the end is. Inc. LLC.
TM.
One of those. So I can't talk about Star Citizen or Squadron 42. Oh my god.
To hold the glory.
There he is.
All Jake is allowed to do is answer every single when question that he gets.
Yeah, except my answer to every one of those questions is the same. It is https://robertspaceindustries.com/roadmap.
All right. Here
It's not there, then I don't know.
Here we go.
Here
it's
we go.
time. It's time for what you playing.
What you playing?
So, Shiver, let's start with you. What you playing?
I dabbled into Satisfactory, then I looked on Reddit, and I was like, "Oh shit, the update's due soon." Now I need to not get because while it's in early access, it's one of those games that's like, I'll pick it up for a little bit, and then I'll drop it for a bit, and then
Yeah.
the updates that come in, it's like, oh, I must not play Conveyor Belt Crack.
It is conveyor belt crack. It is 3D
isn't it?
Factorio.
It is. It is. It's really. It's really
Yep.
good. I swear I played something else. Oh, Halo Master Chief Collection.
Nice.
Starting
Real
with Halo
quick,
Reach.
very quick note on Satisfactory before we move off of it. Their community manager is everything I want to be professionally. He has an antagonistic relationship with the audience of Satisfactory,
That sounds like you.
and it's incredible. It's incredible. Let's take a look at Satisfactory's Twitter right now. Satisfactory AF, which is their Twitter account. Yeah, here we go.
Satisfactory Argyle French fries.
No. Here you go. Put that in the chat for me. It's one of my favorite tweets. It's so good. It's like, hey guys, I've got an early sneak peek at the new upcoming feature you've all been asking for. Here it is. It's just something he drew in MS Paint. And then he put
Jake.
he had to apologize for it.
Jake, I'm just going to let you know that Star Citizen has already done this in the form of Ben's old ship drawings.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying, like,
Bring back
this is their
those.
social media strategy.
Bring
Like-
that back.
I'm saying that this is Satisfactory 100% of the time. Oh, look, my friends are here. Hello. Except for you, Sharp.
Hey, Sharp. Hey,
I have
Waka.
on an
I actually
interesting
do
fact.
want to put. I listen. we need to have more memes in our marketing, Sharp. I'm with you there. And when I say
have got an
memes, I
interesting
mean
fact about
garbage
Wikipedia.
that I have made.
You have an interesting fact, Shiver?
An
What's that,
interesting
Sean?
and fun fact about Wikipedia. He has an album out on the Spotify's called Less Than 3.
He does indeed have this.
On
it
the
is-
Spotify's.
It is on the Spotify's and also several other music streaming platforms. And also, fun fact, the album is safe to use for streamies.
Oh, that's excellent.
It's very good. Waka, I love you. I love your music. It is very good. You motivate me to make my own music, even though I never let it see the light of day, but that's okay.
I'm waiting for the wax cylinder release.
You know, Jake, you really should let that music see the light of day. That would be groundbreaking. I don't think music's ever seen light before.
Okay, let's move on. Hello, everybody.
What have you been playing, Jake?
I have been playing video games.
Really?
I've actually played a lot of video games. So the first game I played, and this is a very sad story because I'm very bummed out about it, is a game called Death's Door. Death's Door is a isometric action adventure game. It's like a Zelda, like a Hyper Light Drifter, one of those. Very simple. But like the art is excellent. It's extremely good. But my biggest problem with it, and what I ran into immediately, is the game is very hard. It is like kind of Dark Souls-esque in its execution. Like there's things that you touch in order to respawn there and things like that. But the problem is the first area was like one of the greatest action games I've ever played, and then I got to the second area and all of the enemies were the exact same.
Oh.
They were just reskinned with art. And now I understand the limitations of an indie developer, but it was like I've seen the things I've seen the game parts that you're about to do already, Does that make sense? And I was just a little disappointed. Might be worth checking out if you haven't played Hyper Light Drifter, which is the superior game in my opinion. You should check that one out instead. Or if you like the art style of this one better, which I also don't blame you because it's not like 16-bit like Hyper Light Drifter is, then check out Death's Door. Both are very high quality, but I like Hyper Light Drifter more. In fact, I stopped playing Death's Door and started replaying Hyper Light Drifter. The next game I played is a game called Mini Motorways, which is a little indie puzzle game that I really want on my phone. Really want it on my phone. It's essentially a city builder, except it's just the traffic management. That's it. And it's like, you remember that game Islands?
Yes.
It was like that super basic city
Loved
builder
it.
type game.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but it leans more on the puzzle elements of it rather than the city building, if that makes sense.
All right.
So essentially, like, and it even works the same way as Islands does. So essentially, like, you pick a city, and homes pop up on the map randomly, as well as like places of interest, and you have to connect those, like the matching color homes to the places of interest via various roads, highways, and other things. And you have a lot of tools to help you manage traffic, but you unlock like different, like you'll be like, oh, you hit this many cars in motion. Now you've unlocked a set of stoplights that you can use. And it's kind of like a currency. So it's like you get 5 stoplights, a rotary, and 3 bridges or something like that. And it slowly gets more and more and more complex until you get to the point where it just like you're trying to see how far you can get with any particular city, like any city building. It's really cool. It's really simple and really fun. I really want it on my phone very badly. The entire game is built like is being ported to an Android or iOS. So I really want them to do that. But yeah, I think it's like $5 on Steam.
So
Mini
bad.
Motorways.
Mini Motorways. Oh, my
$10.
Steam has logged me out. Thanks, Steam.
$10. But if you look at the reviews, they are currently at 95% positive. It's a great game. Highly recommend. The developer, I think this is their first game. It is. No. Sorry, it's their second game. The first one was Mini Metro.
Oh, I loved Mini Metro.
Yeah. It was kind of the same concept. But I think it was better executed with this one.
All right. That's fair.
Yeah, check it out. It's good.
Cool.
And okay.
What else you got?
I'll come back to Humankind so we can overlap our video games.
Yep.
I am playing the 10th season of Apex Legends, which has introduced a new character. His name is Seer. And he is awesome and a little broken. So his passive is whenever you ADS, and they actually made it so you can ADS with no weapon equipped. So he like puts his hands out and he's like kind of doing like this, where you get this circle in the middle of your screen, and if they're within a certain radius, it'll actually like show like heartbeats, and if you aim at the heartbeat, the whole circle turns yellow, so you know you're like aimed straight at the heartbeat. This goes tandem with his Q, which is he sends out this big shockwave that goes through walls, and after like a second, it like collapses. It does 10 damage to anybody that's caught inside it, and it reveals them for 30 seconds. And you can also see their health and shields, which is really cool. His ultimate is a thing that you toss on the ground, and it opens this big bubble aura around like a huge area. And if somebody is walking or sprinting in that area, you can see the footprints, like through walls, through everything. And it's for your whole team. So your whole team can see anybody that's doing that. It's extremely powerful. Especially in a battle royale game, because battle royale games are all about hiding and using line of sight to reposition and things like that. So this guy can literally just broken. Nuke it. He's pretty broken. I think he's gonna get nerfed, but I think his abilities are sound. I just think he can use them too quickly, if that makes sense. But yeah, he's really good. There's a new gun called the Rampage LMG. It's a new heavy LMG. It fires really slowly, but the bullets have very high damage. It's like a. But what's cool is, David, did you ever play the season that added the Sentinel, the sniper rifle?
Yes.
You know how you can add like a shield cell to give it extra damage? Yep. So it's the same thing with this, except instead of a shield cell, it's a thermite grenade. And the thermite grenade, instead of increasing the damage, it makes your fire rate like about 40% faster. So it fires more like a Spitfire rather than the slow rate of fire as the Rampage. It's very good. They also made a bunch of meta changes that are really, really cool. And there's also ranked arenas now.
Nice.
So that, like, it has its own ranked mode. I like this season a lot. I am glad it's back on World's Edge, which in my opinion is the best map they've done. They added some cool new stuff to it. It looks really good. You should play it. It is free.
Cool. What else you got, Jake?
I'm also doing a permadeath run of The Last of Us Part 2. It's hard and scary. I've already died once. And I lost about 2.5 hours of progress, and I had to start the entire game over. And yeah, it's a 40-hour game, so I have to go through the whole thing without dying. The problem is the mistake I made was bad.
Did you
and I
get
shouldn't
cocky,
have
Jake?
made that mistake.
Did you get
I
cocky?
got cocky.
Yeah,
I did. Because
That's-
I always used to just brute force like melee range zombies, but I can't do that. So
That's
have
one
to
of the
dodge.
reasons I love, like, Waka and I in the chat we're talking a bit about Demon's Souls and other Souls likes, and one of the reasons I love Souls likes is 97% of the time, if you die, it's because you went and got cocky. You went and did something that you know you
Yep.
shouldn't have. It's your fault you died.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, a couple games that I'm probably gonna look at this week are Starmancer and I'm craving an RPG, and I don't know what kind of RPG I want to play.
Do you still have an
So-
Apple device?
I'll figure that out. Me?
Yeah, or you're on Android
do.
now, right?
I have an iPad.
Have you looked at Fantasian?
Oh my god, I forgot about that
There
game.
you go, Jake. I solved your problem for you.
Done. Easy. And then
Okay,
the very
Fantasian,
last
really
game-
quickly, Fantasian
Yeah.
looks really cool. It's by the old one of the original FF devs with music from Nobuo Uematsu. Don't kill me, Shiver. I don't care. Nobuo.
Umatsu.
Right, you can barely speak English.
It's good because I can't.
Listen,
Looks
Shiver,
really
I will
cool.
make a
Shiver
complaint that you
complimented
said
me
the
on my
name in the wrong
Japanese
order.
pronunciation the other day, and I don't even remember what the word was.
Oh, I don't
But-
remember either.
I'm still happy about it.
Do you want to make a
Wasn't it
complaint that you said the
Akihabara?
Japanese name in the wrong order. You say the family name first,
Yes.
then the first name. And
Yeah.
at the moment, only China gets that privilege.
What was I think it was Demon Slayer's full title is what I was pronouncing.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I think it was like Kimetsu no Yaiba. Demon Slayer.
Whatever. What's your
Kimetsu
last
no
one, Jake?
Yaiba.
What's your last one?
It's the one we share, David.
Yes.
And that is Humankind, which is a game. I don't even know who makes it. Who makes that game?
Published by Sega, made by.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If only there was some kind of
Humankind.
repository of knowledge at our fingertips that we could use
Amplitude
to reference.
Studios.
Amplitude.
Oh, the same with the Endless Legends and the Endless Games, wasn't it?
Oh, that. Wow. Okay. That makes sense. Well, there we go. It is a Civ-like. I really didn't get that far in it. It's a complex 4X, man. It's got a lot going on, and it's different enough from Civ to where I had no idea what I was doing. So, I was just kind of brute forcing like an intellect path, basically. Like I will win because I am smart. You know?
It.
And you can switch which civilization you're using at the end of an era as well. So
Yes.
At
Oh
every.
my god, it's so cool because it blends them together. Like what you've already done with one civilization, it blends it together with the next one you pick. So literally every game is unique.
They solved.
If you do something different every time.
There's
there's
millions of combinations, but
Yeah.
the other thing is, and I find this really interesting, is they solved one of the problems that I always had with Civ, which was every civilization has their unique unit, right? But if your unique unit is an ancient era unit, as soon as you're out of the ancient era, okay, well, now I've got nothing. Whereas in Humankind, every era, you get a new Civ that has their specific unit for that era.
Yep.
And I feel like, and I haven't gotten very far into it yet. Again, it's complicated, and I was way too tired today to really delve into it. But it came out today.
Same.
It's on Game Pass. But it seems like it might solve some of the problems of Civilization by having sort of a more fluid and also a more tactical game. One of the problems with Civ is you can't stack units at all, so you just...
Not true. If you're
Yeah,
bad
that's
at the
not true.
game, you can't stack units.
Yeah.
But if you know how to play Civilization, yeah, you totally can.
I
Be
also
general
like
or
in
an
this
admiral.
game there's only like 2 currencies that you have to worry about. It's money and like renown or something like that.
Yeah.
It's the purple star or whatever that is.
Yeah. But it's not just about the stacking, though. It's that they they also seem to take into account a little bit more the positioning and the terrain in Humankind of where the battles are going on. Anyway, I need to put more time into it, but it looks interesting. There is a new Civ game that's playing as a sentient AI, I think. Is that not...
Wonders Planetscape? Think you can do it as an AI?
Planetscape. It's not Planet Side, Shiver. That's a
Yeah,
a
that's the
shooter.
Sony. Yeah,
tragedy.
and it had the word planet in it.
I don't know what it is. Oh, wait.
Planetfall.
Paraspora.
Planet Fall.
Oh.
No,
Is it
that's not a like.
Planetfall?
Yeah, that's not a
Yeah.
Civ game.
That's
Yeah.
not Civ-like.
It
But
is.
But it is
Wonders Planet Fall, I think, is what it's called. That is a Civ-like game.
Paraspora
Age of
is a
Wonders,
sentient AI, though.
Planetfall.
True.
Yeah. I guess it's my turn then. Where am I? What was I playing? Yeah, so Humankind.
Oh, whoops. There we go.
Here's the thing about Humankind. It looks interesting. I'm excited to put some more time into it. It's nice to have something that isn't Civ, whatever, 5, I think is the latest one.
6.
Civ
6.
I think,
I
yeah.
honestly didn't really like 6. It's one of my
A lot of people don't like that.
it's one of my least favorite Civ games
think-
that I've played in a
I
while.
think 4 was the best.
4 was. I liked 4.
Oh, 4 was a
was the best.
dream.
Yeah.
And they
5,
kind of took
5
features
was
away.
good.
Yeah. I liked that 6 had they added climate change and stuff to it. Like some interesting new things as they went on with expansions, but the main reason I'm excited for Humankind is it's a competitor to Civ, and Civ, in my opinion, has needed a good competitor for a while. I don't think that the Endless series really qualified as a competitor because they were too fantasy and too sci-fi. You lost a lot of that grounding in reality, which I really like. But the best thing about Humankind, honestly, is that it is on Game Pass.
Yep. $0. for me.
$0 on Game Pass.
Oh no, I'm actually gonna play a bunch of games this week.
There's a lot. No. Jake, we're talking about that in the news, so don't
Okay.
yet.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I have been playing.
Load Humankind at some point today.
There is one game that I want to try, because they put a demo out. I'm actually gonna play the demo and not the game, and then talk about it next week. Because the game is in early access, and I'm gonna wait for the whole thing to be done. is Death Trash.
Yeah.
Death Trash was shown off in the E3 stuff, and it looks phenomenal, and it's getting insane reviews, and it's only in early access. So, I'm excited for this.
I just want to. Oh, sorry.
Well, I was gonna save it for the news, but I'm just gonna say it because it's literally a sentence. Death Trash in its first week has recouped its development costs.
Fantastic. Well done them.
From early access, and they're only selling it for $15.
Well done them.
Nice. And just on the whole Civ thing, I want Alpha Centauri 2, a real Alpha Centauri 2, not that Beyond Earth that wasn't really, groundbreaking. I want a proper sequel to Alpha Centauri. That was an amazing game.
Guys, we're still on Segmentin 0, what you playing. We're not on Segmentin 1, what do you want.
Yeah, but that's not realistic. That's not going to happen. It's been like 20 plus years.
It'll never happen.
It's true.
They're going to keep milking Civilization and taking features away and then adding them back as DLC that you have to pay for.
Yes.
Thanks, Sid Meier.
I played some other things this week that I really want to talk about. One, I have been absolutely lost in the Final Fantasy VII Remake on PlayStation 5.
It's amazing!
It is outstanding all around.
I've been saying it.
Jake, you have been saying it, and it took me a while to honestly, it took me a while to find one because PS5s up in Canada are impossible to find.
I'm also glad that you waited until now, because there were some grievous problems with the PS4 version of this game, and that has since been rectified by the PS5 patch. So,
really liking it. I think I'm doing almost completionist. Like I've got just about everything done so far. I just got Leviathan.
I highly doubt the PC port's going to happen anytime soon. If it was going to happen, it would have happened already.
It's based on Sony's other statements, it's probably 2 years away. But we'll see.
So that begs the question, is it 2 years away from the initial release? Which means we've only got about 6 months left. Or is it 2 years from Intergrade's release?
I think it's
you've got about 2 years left.
I think it would be 2 years from Part 2's release, and when they finally do it on PC, it's the complete edition.
Dude, that would be insane. If they sold that thing for like $60-$70 complete, that would be an unbelievable steal. It would be like 300 hours of video game.
I'm really impressed by FF7 so far.
You're also assuming there's only going to be 2 parts.
I know. I don't know what they're doing.
I think there's going to be 3, at least.
Anyway, it's really good. Go ahead, Shiver.
I was on this fairly popular social media site called Reddit. I'm not sure if you've heard of it.
Oh,
no, never.
And one of the it was this Twitter quote from a Japanese indie game company asking whether or not they should bother porting stuff to PC. And all of these people, none of which actually live in Japan, were all giving their knowledgeable input of why Japanese games don't sell on the PC. I'm just out here going, you're all fucking nuts and talking out of your fucking assholes. The reason that PC isn't popular over here is because, now should I get a PC that's got a shitload of tax on it because all the parts are made in Korea, Taiwan, where the Japanese government puts on a shitload of tax because they don't like those countries, or for less than half the price it would take to make a medium-end PC, should I buy a PS5? Well, I wonder.
Also, because you can't fit PCs into Japanese houses, they're too big.
No!
I'm going to take a picture of that fucking mansion over there. I'm going to say, is your house bigger than that? Is it? Is it? Actually, I might have one.
Oh my.
Anyway,
God.
FF7 remake, phenomenal. Really enjoying it, and I never managed to get through FF7 originally, so it's nice to finally get through it. Micro ATX, right there. What I will say, and I'm not sure. I know, Jake, you've played Final Fantasy VII. Shiver, have you ever played Final Fantasy VII?
The original.
I've not played any of the Final Fantasy games. JRPGs. Just I live a JRPG.
Fair.
He does.
It's
He
true.
does.
So, and I'm not sure if anyone in chat has played FF7, please let me know, because I'm about to blow everyone's minds with this information. I don't think anyone in the decades since it's released has picked up on this.
Exactly what you're gonna say.
But I think that there might be a slight like environmental message to the game.
Almost like a political message.
It might. I think it might be a political, environmental message in Final Fantasy VII, one of the most beloved video games of all times. And I'm assuming that people must have missed this, because people often say that there's no politics in video games, and video games were better back when there was no politics in them, and which means they must have missed this.
Sharp. Yeah, it's almost like Japan has a vested interest in the climate of Earth. I wonder.
Anyway, I'm loving it because I'm literally...
3/4 of the fucking country have been flooded out by rain for the past 3 days, and it's still, the coolest it got was 31 degrees Celsius.
I'm literally
Also,
living out
is
my
your fucking house
fantasy.
bigger than that?
Just a sec, I gotta look at it. I can't tell, the walls are so small.
Oh my god, dude.
7-foot walls.
It's a telephone pole right there, dude.
Alright, I played some other things this week that I want to talk about really quickly so that we can move on. Diablo 2 Resurrected is in beta if you pre-order, which I did.
Or if you watch a bunch of it on Twitch.
Or if you watched it on Twitch. I did. Basically the same opinion I had for their alpha. I'm absolutely amazed at the job they did recreating Diablo 2 Resurrected. It is a frame for frame complete rework. It is phenomenal.
It's real good.
It's really good. It is Diablo 2, period. And I love that, because Diablo 2, in my opinion, is one of the best video games ever made. Just period.
Good job, Vicarious Visions, and not Blizzard.
Yeah. Not Blizzard, Vicarious Visions,
Blizzard
well done.
didn't make it.
No. I'm also buying it because now that I own it, there's nothing ever going to come to it again, and I can play it for the next 20 years and cost Blizzard money on their servers for the next 20 years, because fuck Blizzard.
Yeah,
Until they shut it down.
My roommate is
Diablo
playing
2 is
StarCraft
still
2
running
right now for that reason.
Diablo 2 servers are still up. You can still play original Diablo 2, and
Not anymore.
well, yeah. The other thing I
They're shutting
played...
down TCP/IP.
Oh, no, but you can still play through their servers.
Yeah. What happens when they shut those down?
Then you're screwed. The other thing I played, which I also
That's
really
what
liked...
Shivers say.
yeah, well.
It's alright. I showed him this fucking massive house, and he's like, no, it's still too small.
Bigger than my house, dude. I have a 3,200 square foot house.
Have either of you guys played Left 4 Dead?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
You didn't like Left 4
You didn't
Dead?
like that? Really?
I'm not a big fan.
Wow.
That's fair. That's fair. I can see how someone wouldn't like it. Yeah. It in its own way, it's quite a shallow game, because it is just, let's go shoot shit. There's no progress. It's just get to the end of the level, carry on.
So it was one of those things where this is the era of the Xbox 360. right? And there was a superior horde mode that already existed on the Xbox
yeah.
360,
Gears of War.
and that was Gears of War, which is, in my opinion, Gears of War 2's horde mode is some of the best multiplayer gaming I've ever played in my life. So, and I played so much of it. It was that in combination with Halo's firefight mode that they released later, in ODST and Reach. I played so much of those modes that when Left 4 Dead came out, I was just like, I don't know. And I kind of burnt myself out on the genre too. So it's hard for me to pick up one of those games because it was very much a time and place for me. It's like,
so I have some good news for you, Jake.
What's that?
Well, the good news is
You're talking about Back 4 Blood.
I'm going to talk a little bit about Back 4 Blood.
So I'm
'Cause
worried about this game.
Better than Zero.
I'm worried about this game only because of the very tragic launch of this particular studio's last game, and I don't even remember the name of it. It's essentially Dead by Daylight. Like, they did the Dead by Daylight concept first, where it was like 4 players versus 5th player. You know?
Oh, wait.
I don't remember what the game is called.
What's it's Turtle Rock Evolved or something?
Evolve. That
Evolve.
was the game.
So, okay, I want to talk
That
a little
game
bit.
Could have been good.
It could have been. It's unfortunate it wasn't. But I want to talk really quickly about Back 4 Blood because Back 4 Blood seems to be a spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead, but not a direct successor. In that, Left 4 Dead, one of the problems, in my opinion, was that there was no progression. Like you said, it's very static.
It's like if
liked it.
Had no loot and you could only play the campaign.
I liked it because I had a group of friends. There were 8 of us, and we played the shit out of it. Versus was amazing. And it also broke up our friends group. Literally. Literally.
So amazing.
I remember the last game we ever played as 8 people. I remember the Molotov throw that set off the mass rage quit.
Oh my god.
I remember
Why so
everything.
Serious, dude.
Oh,
Valve
no.
co-op games.
People
seem
take
to
video
be
games
notorious for that.
seriously.
Portal 2 actually ended a relationship for me because of the co-op in that.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Back 4 Blood.
This is coming from somebody who has made his career video games.
Back 4 Blood seems to have solved some of those problems in that
That's cool.
There does seem to be progression. There's like skills and there's a base that you sort of upgrade and you get better skills and better weapons, and like even in the course of a run you're consistently upgrading weapons, and they're color coded, right? You start with a gray pistol or whatever, or a gray shotgun, and you upgrade to green and upgrade to blue, and they've got different statistics and different star levels and power. Like, there is some progression in it, which I find really interesting. It when I played, it had some lag issues, which sucks because there's no way to host a dedicated server. You have to use theirs. I hope they solve that, but it's promising. I'm interested in it.
Though, is there?
There is a versus mode, but it's a...
There is.
There is, but it's not like Left 4 Dead's where it's a campaign and you're playing through the campaign against each other. It's more of a wave-based. The humans have a place to defend, and the horde try and get them in and take them out. And yeah, Sharp, I don't know why everything has gone away from being able to host your own service. Oh, actually, no, I know exactly why. It's because one thing that
If
they
you
are
host
going to
your own
do.
server, that is in a sense peer to peer if you're hosting the server.
Yeah, but what the reason Back for Blood doesn't allow that is there will be cosmetics sold at some point. Best thing about Back for Blood though, it's gonna be day one Game Pass.
Oh, cool.
So
Nice.
you don't even you can try it without even paying the money. Anyway, I like it. I'm getting very positive vibes off it. I hope it does well. Is that everything I played? That's everything I played. All right.
Oh, who's this joker called Xylo?
Oh my
Xylo?
goodness.
Oh, now I have to behave. I've just been spilling Squadron spoilers for the last 45
We know
minutes.
everything.
Yeah, it's true.
I was particularly fond of the bit where Batman comes in
Mm-hmm.
and kills you as the main character, and then it turns into an Arkham game.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I'm also really, really surprised that CIG actually managed to get Batman eating out in the game as canon.
That's where the $300 million went, dude.
I'm glad. You know what? Money well spent. I'm glad that's in and canon. But you know.
Yep. That's why it's taking so long. They had prior commitments. we had to work around their schedule. Anyway.
All right.
And that,
okay.
That bit with RoboCop lamenting his lost humanity on the bridge of a Bengal carrier. Superb.
See, I didn't tell them that, Tyler. Come on.
Wait, what?
We had
What?
to keep them.
You didn't tell
we
us
had to
that.
keep things secret for a while.
Oh, I'm
Spoilers.
I'm so tempted to
Screenshot that. No.
No, I was going to make a joke about
I mean,
that.
it's gonna live on YouTube forever, so there's
Oh
that.
man. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I literally forgot that man existed.
I did too. I did too. Until just now.
Yeah. Thanks, Xylo.
Hey, thanks, boss.
I'm. That's. Why would you do that to me?
One game you want, David?
One game I want. After what we were just talking about, I really want the second part of FF7 remake.
Dude, so, and I've said this on the show before, but it's worth saying again. The director of Part 2 has said that his direct inspiration for Part 2 is Horizon Zero Dawn.
So Part 1 is entirely, it's very linear. It's within the city of Midgard.
Completely linear.
It's-
There's like 2 sections that are not linear.
It's so linear that, and I went back and checked everywhere, but there was almost no point because there were never any side anythings almost. There's 2 points where you can take side quests and that's it. Everything else, it's you are following the path.
Yep.
The second part, at least from the original game,
it's
is
true
open
to the
world.
original game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you've seen it now.
I've seen it, yeah. Anyway, I really want FF7
I hope
remake.
that one gets back to the CIG staff.
Well, it kind of has.
The second, yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, the second part is going to be open world, which is really cool.
Given some of the stuff that they've unveiled in Part 1, even though it's been sort of like poopy mechanics of like Barrett shooting down blockades and them using the grapple guns and stuff, can you imagine that but in open world more?
Yeah. Also, David, I can't wait till you realize that that this game is not a remake.
I have realized he's in some way like reliving memories or something.
It's the same Sephiroth
that
who's
died.
already lived through all this. It's good.
Yeah, I there's something going on.
Here's what's going on. Tetsuya Nomura is a madman, and Final Fantasy VII is actually a Kingdom Hearts game. Anyway, the game that I'm looking forward to is
Check.
not a game.
We've
it's an
done.
anime.
We have done 20 episodes of this show. Check. Go back through every single episode. Every single episode has at least one mention of Kingdom Hearts. Every single one.
The best game.
And that's just this year. We've done more last year. Like every single episode, Jake brings up Kingdom Hearts. I thought we were almost gonna get away with it this episode.
Nope. You're literally talking about a Tetsuya Nomura game.
I know.
He made this game.
I know.
Anyway, the game that I want is not a game. It's an anime. It's Star Wars Visions. I want Star Wars anime very, 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 very badly.
It looks really good. If you haven't seen the Twitter trailer, go find it.
It's so good.
It looks.
It's so good.
Insane.
Shiver, do you normally like Star Wars?
Yeah, yeah.
What did you think of that trailer?
Like, it's not my Star Trek, but you know, it's like
yeah,
if there's
a
media for it that I can just sit down and watch and be like, I'm entertained by this.
Sharp.
What did you
Wars,
think
dude.
of that? What did you think of that trailer?
Insane in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just that like promare looking section at the end was just madness. It's madness. Put the trailer in the chat. Everybody go watch that trailer.
Oh, I can do that. 1 second.
You can.
Here.
It's very easy.
Where is it? It's here.
StarWars.com.
Or I can just send the tweet for it. Go watch this video. It is.
Sure. He wants the horse from Berserk to make it. Yes. I want this. I also want this. Yep. Listen, Parker, I want a Kiadi Mundi body pillow. I want to snuggle up with that Eggman.
Saw someone at the train station the other day with a body pillow.
Like, just holding it on the train?
Oh, yeah. No, it wasn't even on
was
the train.
Was it like a
just on the
long-distance
station.
train?
No.
He's just going down the block?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did it look like a new purchase?
Were there
I
stains?
didn't want to look that yeah, I didn't want to look that close
Okay.
for that reason.
Good call. Good call.
Last year, where was that? I think that might have been Funabashi. I saw my first Lolita goth, and no word of a lie, I genuinely thought she was a shower curtain.
For those in the chat who don't know, Shiver lives in Japan. And the stories Shiver tells us about his time in Japan is truly magnificent. It pleases me greatly.
It does.
It just makes me want to visit more.
But not live there. Not live there. Just visit.
Listen, I kind of there's a small part of me that kind of just wants to be all up in that a little bit.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I just like the food.
Oh,
I could live on Japanese food.
Yeah.
Entirely forever.
Yeah.
You do end up missing some things.
Yeah,
Bacon.
but that's okay.
I don't like bacon very much.
Oh, the internet's coming after you.
But Shiver, the beef though.
Oh yeah.
The beef is good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Shiver, you want
Shiver,
Bloodlines too.
You want Bloodlines too.
Oh yeah.
Shiver, Shiver wants
Bloodlines been a
Bloodlines too.
nights.
All right. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Thorth segment.
Fourth segment. It's time for the Thorth segment. It's news time.
Hey, look, guys, news.
have
Got a
news
couple
Once
as
again,
well.
for those new to the show, David has like a I can't think of the word.
I have no idea
Vendetta
what you.
against properly numbering segments. This is segment 4, which is the third segment, which is why he's named it the fourth segment. Hey, look, guys, news. We're gonna talk about the news.
Yep.
News number 1: Cyberpunk 1.3 on the horizon.
Bug fixes.
Lots of bug fixes.
Supposed to be their biggest patch. Lots more bug fixes.
It is. They put out the notes, dude. It's
I do. I
crazy.
read it. There's a lot. Internet didn't seem terribly happy with it.
No, but they're permanently angry at CD Projekt now.
I'm glad CDPR are
I know that
patching it
feel,
more.
bro.
It needs to be patched more, and hopefully in a patch or
does.
two, I will play it again.
It does. It does.
Yep.
I'm actually really excited for some of the, like, they're not bug fixes, they're more like quality of life changes that they're making.
Minimap zoomed out a bit more.
Yeah, like a lots
GPS
of
works.
small things like that that just make the experience better. It's really, really nice. And I like when companies prioritize things like that. It's really nice. Apex is another good example of them prioritizing that kind of
This
stuff.
seems like if it goes over well, it might be a good patch to play.
Yeah, and they said in their live stream too that the next patch is going to include the optimizations necessary to allow ray tracing on consoles and things, which will bring performance benefits across the board, which is very good. So
the only thing I want to say is apparently one of the devs made a comment saying it's really the reason it's taking so long is it's really hard to fix a game once the game is out because they have to, everything's live and they can only do so much and they have to find different ways of doing it all. And there was just one comment I saw that I thought really resonated, which was like, maybe you shouldn't release the game with thousands of bugs then.
Man, that ship has sailed at this point.
Oh, I know it has.
Yeah.
But
it's not like the guy who sat there fixing bugs has got any impact
Oh, no.
on the release date.
They don't.
No.
It's all the
But hey.
executives, which sucks, but
Yeah, and
at least
and
they're
again,
fixing it.
Here's the thing. I love that game. Like, one of the finest RPGs I've ever played. It had a lot of problems, but I only ran into one bug that made it so I couldn't finish a quest.
Can I just say that this
But I 100%
Arizona,
of the game.
this Arizona hard,
Oh, it's pretty good, dude.
it tastes exactly like regular Arizona. Like
Yeah.
there's no difference.
Yep.
I'm astounded.
Yep.
This would be very dangerous.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Coming along.
Yep.
I've got some news.
Okay, go ahead,
What's that?
Sugar.
I've got two. I'm going to save the best news for last because it is literally life-changing news. But the first one is Intel's high-end graphics cards
Yes.
have been spoken about.
They have
I
cool
think that
code names, Shiver.
They're all D&D classes.
They're like Druid and
Battle Mage.
Arc.
Yeah.
It's touted to be on par with a 3070, so it's probably going to be
Cool.
slightly less than a 3070 in real-life applications. It will have ray tracing provided by a third-party fab, and it is due for release next year. So it's
Cool.
already going to be dead on release.
Well, yes, but they are also going to be trying to mimic sort of DLSS as well with some AI learning, which
But
if they can pull this off,
by next year, there's going to be a new gen of video cards out.
There will,
which
but
no one's going to be able to get a hold of.
no one can get them. So if
why
you
would
can
you get a 30, the equivalent of a 30, well, not even a 3070, when the 4000s are already out?
because you can get one.
Really?
Yeah.
You're going to get an underpowered GPU.
If the price is right,
purpose.
a lot of people will.
Well, but that's
GPU
that,
are you
that's
running
what
right now?
that's what Shiver's saying though, David. Like when the 4000 series is out, this will be worse than Nvidia's cheapest card, which will be probably cheaper than whatever Intel's putting out.
It's going to
Thank
depend
you
on
for
the
thinking
price.
three-dimensionally there, Jake, and actually getting the point here.
Yeah.
That someone did.
It's going to
Because-
depend on the price, and it's going to depend on supply. Because even now, yeah, it's 3070 is great, but can you get one?
Yeah.
No, but also
Ish.
like it'd be like trying to get a 20 series card right now. That's what Shiver's saying.
We'll see.
I mean, this is like
I
the
don't
third
want-
time Intel have tried to jump into the GPU market. The previous two attempts, this third attempt,
We will see. I don't want to knock the attempt before it happens. I hope it is successful. I would rather be positive about it and positive at another player entering the GPU game and there being more choice, because more choice is always better.
I just have no faith in Intel, unfortunately. Just because their leadership has changed like 5 times over the last like 5 years. So whoever had this project to start with is not the person who's delivering it. So it makes me concerned. That's all.
We'll see.
if you're going to get a mid-range PC, I can see a niche for a mid-range PC for, getting a mid-range GPU from Intel. Okay, yeah, fair enough. But let's face, if you're going to get a performing PC, you're not even going to bother looking at Intel.
No, and you won't.
You are going to look at AMD. You are going to look at NVIDIA. I mean, there's no reason now, apart from availability, to not get a 6900 XT when it's outperforms a 3080 and is cheaper.
And that's as may be, but there are still a lot of people that are going to want medium performing rigs.
There absolutely are. Absolutely.
More options for them.
then it's
Just
gonna be
because it's not for us doesn't mean it's not for somebody, and I want that somebody to have more options. That's all. I'm never going to get one.
I'm saying it's like if it comes out when both AMD and NVIDIA release a new set of cards, it's not a good option.
We'll see. Anyway,
'Cause
Shiver,
it's
you
gonna
had something
come out,
else?
It's going to be priced at a new. Yes, the most exciting news possibly of our generation. Are you sitting down?
There are. I saw it at Costco. I know exactly what you're going to talk about. They now
gonna
have.
Steal
No.
this from me.
I saw it at Costco. They now have little tiny, individually wrapped microwavable containers of Doritos macaroni and cheese.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. No. Oh. They are doing an
Food
Amiga
poisoning in a
500 mini
plastic-
release.
A what?
An Amiga 500 mini release.
Oh my god! I want one. I want
Alright.
one very
Gonna
badly.
be dirt cheap. RRP is $139.99, 120 quid in the UK. It is coming with Alien Breed 3D, Another World, All Terrain Racing, Battle Chess, Cadaver, Kickoff 2, Pinball Dreams, Simon the Sorcerer, Speedball 2,
Oh!
the Chaos Engine, Worms, Zool, and more will come in.
Shouldn't it just come with all of them?
Battle Chess and Simon the Sorcerer. That's all I need.
That was just...
It's going to include the ability to switch between 50 Hz and 60 Hz screen refresh rate.
Oh,
All right,
Comes
that's
with
that's
the
pretty cool.
mouse.
The real hardware that everybody needs right now.
Comes with the reissue of the Amiga CD32 gamepad
Nice, nice.
and the
Yeah,
two-button mouse.
Okay.
I need one.
But
That's
the mouse
pretty-
is also USB, so if you really want to go that retro feel, You can plug that into your PC.
That's pretty
That's
good.
fantastic.
I like it. I wanted
That's
to.
true, Sharp. Yeah. True.
Yeah. I wanted to just give props to Spawn Together raised $1 million for Able Gamers, which
Hell yeah.
is friggin' great news.
That's awesome.
Yeah, $1 million for Able Gamers, which is great. Glad that happened. Valheim. We're finally getting some updates on Valheim's upcoming Hearth and Home update. I don't know if anyone still plays Valheim, but
I never played Valheim.
good game. Anyway, it looks like they're changing
not
a
a
lot of
survival
stuff.
guy.
They're changing how a lot of things work, how the food and stamina system works, how block works, how stagger works. Should be interesting. I hope it comes soon.
Cool.
Oh. Do you guys remember the Avengers video game?
I do. I do indeed.
So its first major free DLC is coming out tomorrow. It's the War for Wakanda. They're adding Black Panther. They're finally adding, and this is actually one of the big problems that the game had originally at launch.
Are they letting you play the game again?
Well, no, they already patched that in
Oh, they
a
did?
while ago.
Okay.
Yeah, they patched that in a while ago. No, they're adding new enemies because the entire way through the Avengers video game,
That is
you
true.
you fought one type of enemy basically. Like it was the same enemies the entire way through. War for Wakanda comes out tomorrow. It's free if you own Avengers. Initial reviews are saying that it's pretty good. And I hope it does well because I want that game to pick up. I really liked it.
I loved that game. The campaign was amazing.
Yep. Phenomenal campaign. No replayability after, largely because they actually did not let you replay
couldn't.
the campaign, which was stupid.
You didn't. You weren't able to do it.
But they have fixed that, and hopefully the patch tomorrow helps a bit.
It was
Sorry.
so good. The
Yeah.
campaign was like straight out of a Marvel movie. Immediate feels within 5 minutes.
Oh, so good.
And main character Ms. Marvel. Fantastic choice.
Yeah.
I'm very pleased with that game.
And the main campaign was great. The combat in that game is really good. The visuals are spectacular. It's just that it didn't have any staying power. They do it every once in a while. They do like a free weekend. Honestly, try it out. Give it a shot. It is worth
play the
the
campaign?
try.
You should play. If they do a free weekend, you should play just the opening sequence where you like cycle through all the Avengers, like up until that point.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff right there.
It's really good.
Yep.
Do actually recommend it. Here we get to talk about something I stopped you from talking about earlier, Jake.
Yeah, Game Pass is getting a bunch of games over the next week, like an insane amount of games.
I think this list is like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The next 2 weeks, there's so Hades, Art of Rally, and Humankind, and Train Sim World 2 are already out.
Those are all today.
Yeah, all of those were.
Listen, you forgot the most important one.
Which one?
Boyfriend Dungeon.
Sorry, Boyfriend Dungeon. Yep.
It's the most important one.
That looks interesting. I actually want to try it.
It's awesome. I'm actually very excited to play it. Did I install it?
Shiver,
What am I doing?
you look like you're a
Tell
little bit
me about
shocked.
Boyfriend Dungeon.
Okay, so
This
Boyfriend
game
Dungeon.
sounds amazing and terrifying.
Here's what Boyfriend Dungeon is. It is a dating
Date
sim.
your weapons, dude.
It's a dungeon crawler where you go into the dungeons with your weapons and you kill things with them, and then when you leave the dungeon, you date your weapons to like.
Yeah. Your weapons are men. Very attractive men.
There are also 2 women.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. There are
You-
in
you
fact
can-
2 women.
You can have your pick.
It's awesome.
And there's one weapon that I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. It's very ambiguous.
Even better. Even better.
Phenomenal. You date your
Fantastic.
weapons. You date your weapons in the real world, and then you go into the dungeon and
completely
you
forgot that came out
kill
today,
stuff
dude.
with them. It's out.
I completely
Game Pass.
forgot. Game Pass.
Shiver, you're about to download that right now, aren't you?
Really tempted.
Oh no, that would be sad, Sharp.
I guess you gotta put them back together with love.
Installed.
Good.
Fantastic game.
Niskavian? Maybe. Look into it. It's on Game Pass.
She's immune, Noskavian. She's dating you.
Fair point. So those
Thursday-
are all out.
Yep. Thursday we're getting 12 minutes, which is one of my most anticipated games. It is a mystery game that's told in 12-minute chunks. And it is voiced by James McAvoy, Daisy Ridley, and Willem Dafoe. It looks really good. I'm very excited. They've been talking about this game for like 2 years.
It
So-
looks amazing. I normally don't
incredible.
like this kind of game, but because it's in like short,
It's
like
scary, dude.
oh, it looks so good. Honestly, look
Looks
it up.
Awesome.
12 minutes looks
Whole
really
thing
good.
takes place in a studio apartment.
Yeah. Over the course of, you guessed it, 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
Um,
Next week we've got Psychonauts 2, which is finally coming out. I
can
can't
you
believe it.
believe that it's happening?
Hell has frozen.
I
um,
kickstarted, or I figged
You
Psychonauts
figged
2.
it.
I figged Psychonauts 2, okay?
Dude, I remember when we just accepted there was never going to be another Psychonauts game.
Yeah. If you have
now
not
that has-
played Psychonauts
Now that game is
was
very good.
phenomenal. It was an action platformer that didn't
It
make
was
you
like a Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank type of game.
it was
you
a
know,
it was a
3D platformer.
B level like gameplay wise action platformer, but like a
The writing was flawless.
triple S level writing action
Yep.
platformer.
Incredible. It's on Steam if you wish to play it. It's
Shiver,
like
have you
$5.
never? Do you know what Psychonauts is?
I have it. I've just never got around to playing it.
It's
Do you
very
know
good.
Do you know the concept of it?
Yeah.
Okay, for anyone that doesn't know, the concept of Psychonauts is you jump into people's brains and navigate their thoughtscapes
Yes.
in action platforming sequences to
Every
do
level
things.
is someone's psyche.
And
It's very good.
it is weird.
It's very weird.
So
Very
amazing.
good.
And we're getting Psychonauts 2 and it's on Game Pass.
After like 20 years. I think. Something close to that. It's like 15 to 20 years.
Freaking forever.
Yeah.
Psychonauts 2005. 16
2005.
years.
15 years. Now the next mythological game from that era that we're never getting a sequel to is Beyond Good and Evil. So
Yeah. Yeah. Another game that sounded kind of interesting that we're getting on Game Pass this next week, I think, is Recompile. It's
what
a
the heck
Metroid.
is that?
It's a Metroidvania, hack and slash Metroidvania, where you are playing as a rogue bit of code that is trying to
Yes.
avoid deletion.
I forgot about this.
I'll be right back. You take the next one, Jake. Or wait,
Recompile.
Jake, you're not old enough for this next one. Shiver, do you know this next one?
David, you're like 3 years older than me.
Where's the document? Give me a link to the document.
I can't do that.
It's the pin thread in the group chat on Discord.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Game
Jesus
Pass is so
God.
good.
Oh, is that going to Game Pass?
Yeah.
Game Pass.
Yeah, dude.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. Fast cart. So here's a little tip for you, and I've had to educate some of my friends on this recently. The great thing about Game Pass is just don't subscribe when there's nothing you want to play.
Yeah.
And then when there's something you want to play, subscribe for the month.
$15.
Immediately cancel the subscription, and then re-up the subscription when that subscription ends if you still want to use it.
This is the same argument I have with people when they're like, "Oh, there's too many video streaming services now. I don't know. I can't have all these services." It's like, don't. Just pay for the ones you're using, and then when there's a show that you want to watch on a different service, you drop one, and then you subscribe to the other one. You watch that show, and then you can go back, or you can stick with that one. It literally doesn't matter. Just there's no contracts. That's the whole. That's why the streaming services are good. It's a la carte, and there's no contracts.
It's the same with Noscavian's OnlyFans.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Although he does give
yeah.
you a discount if you subscribe for 6 months.
And if you've got Renew on, he does send you a free private message.
See,
of thanks.
Sharp, I'm usually with you, but the problem is that sometimes you don't get good audio quality when you do this, and I am cursed. I'm cursed that audio quality is very important to me. That's why I have planar magnetic headphones. Yeah.
All right.
So Myst is coming to Game Pass.
Myst is coming to Game Pass.
Man, Myst. I have so many memories of playing Myst.
So do I, David.
Like, to the point, my parents were divorced, and I remember, like, both playing it at my mom's and playing it at my dad's, and, like, updating my mom on what I had learnt at my dad's when I went to her, like, and like, playing at two different houses and trying to make it through Myst. That game was so hard.
I had a Commodore 64 in my house. We had PCs that could play games since I could remember in my house.
Jake, really important question.
What's that?
Did you ever play The Neverhood?
Yes.
That game has some of the best video game music ever made.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Literally ever made. If you have never heard of The Neverhood, sorry. Seriously.
Never heard.
Never heard of The Neverhood. Whatever. I know about Abduction Noscavian.
Abduction's good.
Yeah. Seriously though, if you like music at all, do yourself a favor and go and listen to the soundtrack from The Neverhood.
It's good.
It's
very good.
It was a claymation game. Oh, so good.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, Frostpunk 2 got announced.
Yes. I love Frostpunk. Frostpunk is a game that I really wanted them to make a sequel for, because it felt they had all the right ideas. Like, all the ideas they had were executed extremely well. I just think they ran out of time to flesh it out as much as they'd like. And I'm so happy that Frostpunk sold well enough that they're getting to make another one. And even if it's like a glorified expansion, I don't care. That's awesome. It's literally exactly what I want. So I'm very excited for a new Frostpunk game.
Absolutely agreed. Frostpunk's one of those games that if you start it off on easy, you can have a good time and you're like, oh, okay. And then you just turn it up one notch in difficulty and you're sat there going,
and half your city dies.
Oh god, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Oh, the game's dead. Great.
It's a great game. It's brutally difficult.
Yeah.
It's
And-
for those who don't know, it's a unique take on a city builder in that you're trying to survive an ice age, and you have to build in a big circle in order to distribute heat properly.
And
heat is the most important resource.
I
in the
just
game.
want to really quickly put out another plug that if you want to try Frostpunk, you're in luck because it's on Game Pass.
It's on Game Pass. I think they also ported it to console when they moved it to Game Pass, which is cool. I feel like of the city builders, that one would work well on a console.
Yeah. I have one last bit of news, just because I thought it was kind of fun, and also I'd like to talk about Fallout 76 when Fallout 76 comes up in my news searches.
David,
Yeah.
I talk about Kingdom Hearts every show. You talk about Fallout 76.
Not every show, not as much as you talk about Kingdom Hearts. I just thought it was kind of fun. There's a group of people on the Fallout 76 Reddits that have created a replica in-game of the Globe Theater and have started hosting in-game Shakespeare plays. They are doing Hamlet and Macbeth on stage at their
Oh
in-game
my god.
Globe Theater that they built. I just
Becoming
think
VR chat, dude.
I think that's so much fun.
How do you make a shit game worse? Make people watch Shakespearean plays in it.
I don't think you have to watch it, but you can. I don't know.
love Shakespeare.
I
The problem
actually
with Shakespeare is he made all the cliches that are now used in most stories. So it's the problem with that is you're there and you're like, oh, this is where that cliche comes.
Yep.
I don't like Shakespeare, but I think
I
this is
love
I
Shakespeare.
think this is interesting.
I have a great appreciation for Shakespeare that was instilled to me by my English teacher in high school. He basically Shakespeare wrote all the stories that we still tell today.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, massive respect for him.
yeah, absolutely.
Like
No other playwright was as influential on anything, even the English language.
I don't think
entire
any other
world.
author,
No.
no other author, I would argue, has
He's a playwright, not an author.
no, but no one else. Sorry, no one else has had as much input on the English language. No one person
No.
has had as much input on the English language as Shakespeare.
I agree.
I mean, he invented words.
Yes.
You did.
Yep.
Yeah, the only like it's not a problem with the content. It's just a fact of bollocks. This has been overused in every other story since, and
Yep.
you're there and you're like, I can't appreciate this story simply because everyone else has done it, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. All right. It's time for segment. Get your free shit. Segment.
Rebel Galaxy's free.
Rebel Galaxy. Good game.
Great game. Great game. Better soundtrack.
Good. Yeah. Speaking of games that have good soundtracks, man,
Best
soundtracks really help.
best game soundtrack of all time. Go.
Shit.
Monkey Island.
Good choice.
Oh, or Killer Instinct. No.
I gotta think about that one.
Gun.
It's not better than Monkey Island.
No, it's not.
What
Mine
would you
is
say,
Undertale.
Jake? Undertale?
Undertale is the best soundtrack of all time. I listen. There's no video game soundtrack that I listen to on a regular basis except for that one. Go listen to the Asgore theme and tell me that is not a masterpiece.
I have listened to, honestly, for like video game soundtracks, we were just speaking of it. I've listened to the Neverhood repeatedly. I really do think that soundtrack is up there.
In the chat.
Final Fantasy VII. Sephiroth's
Seven's
theme.
good.
Man with the machine gun
frickin-
arm.
The for those who fight is
Like,
especially the version in the remake is some of the hypest music you'll ever listen to.
FF7's
So
got
good.
some really good music, man. Like,
Yep. David, we
Rock
gotta play
Band.
it. Don't play it. You can play it on the show, but that requires effort on your part, so you don't have to. But I put it in Discord. Feel free to put it in. The
Am I allowed to play it on the show?
Yes. Undertale music is safe. Which is awesome of Toby Fox. I think
like it.
Toby Fox is the greatest modern video game composer. In my opinion.
I'd like to put out 2 more games that are free. If you have Amazon Prime, you can get Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis for free.
Oh my god, dude!
Right?
That's crazy!
And Battlefield 5.
Oh.
What?
Oh, yeah, on Prime. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
What am I doing? I'm literally on Twitch right now.
I think you
There it
still
is.
can. I've got it claimed. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
It is good music.
It's good, man.
I don't know if it's like Man with the Machine Gun Arm or One-Winged Angel good.
It's so good because why it's so good is because it's thematic, and it's one of those things. It's like when you're watching a Star Wars movie and the Force theme swells in, you know some crap's about to go down, you know. And like it's all like the first time you ever hear the Force theme, by the way, is Luke just standing on a hill and looking at the sunset. But that music is throughout the entire Star Wars franchise.
Shit.
Undertale does that on a much smaller scale because it's an 8-hour game. But I say 8-hour game. Good luck beating Sans on like your 5th try, then it's 8 hours. It took me like something like 40 or 50 tries to beat Sans.
Can I do 3 honorable mentions? for
Yes.
The game music, because Noskavian, Bloodlines,
The lines is real good.
Doom and Quake.
Yep.
I've got an honorable
2016 especially, because I feel like it took the spirit of the original Doom soundtrack and just lifted it.
Oh, I'm only talking about the original Doom.
I know but I'm saying I like Doom 2016 even more.
Oh,
because it took like the spirit of the original Doom soundtrack and just raised it to a greater height, in my opinion.
Ocarina
I
of
like
Time.
Mick Gordon's music. He's kind of a jerk, though, apparently.
Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time is good. Wind Waker is better.
It is, but music-wise,
Nope, music-wise, Wind Waker is better.
I
You tell me the Dragon Roost Island theme is not just like permanently in your brain at all times. You just
but
have
it
to
was
think
it was
about
all
it
the
for, like,
it was
half a
all the
second.
songs that you got to play on the Ocarina.
Yeah.
I loved that.
Well, do you know what the reason is for that? Is they're all in C. Every single one of the songs
Yeah.
in the Ocarina are in C because the Ocarina instrument itself is locked to the C
Yeah.
scale.
I
So-
loved like knowing those tunes and like playing the game and using that music to affect the game world.
Yeah.
I don't know. It
I'm
meant
not
a
a
lot
huge
to me
fan
when
of
I was
Ocarina of
younger.
Time in general. For a lot of reasons.
Majora's Mask is a better game.
I disagree.
I think
think
we've all
Ocarina of
had
Time is
times in
better.
our lives when we've had Guile's theme playing in our head because it does go with anything.
Da-da-da-da-da. No, do you know what it is for me? And I say this to my roommates every once in a while. There's a song that's permanently just burned into my mind, and it shows up every once in a great while, and that is in Super Mario Sunshine. When you're in just the overworld, Delfino Plaza, that music, it's always playing in my brain. I feel like I'm an actual insane person. No, not the underground theme. I'm talking about Delfino
underground theme
Plaza.
is so good though.
Delfino Plaza is see, and now it's not there. It's a do 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 do.
Can I just say the one song that comes to mind, I think possibly more than any other song ever, is just the Final Fantasy battle victory music. Like beat an encounter in like playing Dungeons and Dragons with people and you win a fight. It's like someone every time does that.
Yep.
Like it that music means victory.
There's a mod for World of Warcraft called Deadly Boss Mods, and whenever you would beat a boss, it would play that song. It was good.
Well,
in Final Fantasy 14, that song plays every time you finish a dungeon and every time you level up.
I really actually like in the remake, because there's no real like battle end screens. The music doesn't play all that often, but every once in a while, Barrett's like da, 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 da. So
I figured
good.
out a way you can win this on a technicality, and it's basically GTA or any other game that allows you to import your own music to be played in the game.
The Star Citizen Hangar module.
Honorable mention
Best
to
music of all time.
Honorable mention to Rocksmith that lets you actually learn to play the music that you like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, no. Okay, sorry. This isn't best soundtrack. This is best.
Week, by the way, you can change the segment title to section 8.
Yeah, I guess I can. This isn't so much best soundtrack as it is best music game, and that's Beat Saber.
Beat Saber's good.
Beat Saber's real good.
But haven't you got to get, or hasn't someone else got to plot out the course for you though?
AI.
No.
Oh no, man. You can. There's like
song.
You can download auto like a tool that will auto map to any
so
song.
Much better than Clone Hero, dude.
And
it's worlds better than Clone Hero when it comes
it
to
does
that
a
stuff.
really good job.
Yep.
I mean,
Clone Hero is
audio
good,
stuff.
but yeah, Beat Saber.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this does bring us to the end of this week's show.
It does.
Shiver, what have you got going on? And I think you've got a lot this week, don't you?
2 days time. Vampire the Masquerade, London by Gaslight, RV5 Victorian Age game, which is killing me to write at the moment. Then the day after, Oxford by Night, our modern day V5 Vampire the Masquerade game, which is also killing me to write. I think that's all we've got left, thankfully.
Twitch.tv / Table of Horrors.
At some point, I'm going to be doing Homeworld TTRPG, which hopefully won't kill me because it's pre-written.
Yes.
Demon of Fallen, which is killing me because it's I've got it. Yeah, that's killing me. Star Trek Adventures is coming up again soon next month, which is going to kill me to write, and ongoing TM and brain melts.
I have something to promote.
Oh, really?
That is TTRPG related. Can you put this link in the chat for me?
I can. That is
there's a Kickstarter going on right now for the Avatar Legends role-playing game, which is a officially licensed tabletop RPG that takes place in the Avatar: The Last Airbender universe. It is a riff on Apocalypse World, as a lot of tabletop games are, but that's okay because I really like that system. And they were asking for $50,000. It is currently sitting at $6.2 million.
They got some money.
And what's really cool is for $75 you get everything, all stretch goals, all physical and digital rewards, except for the very, very premium dice that they're also selling, which you can also buy, but who cares? Yeah, like we're talking like 5 adventure books, the core rule book, which is hardbound. Like it comes with like journals that you can give to people if you're playing in real life so they can take notes. Custom dice, a dice bag, an action deck so you can keep track of the battles as they happen. And they're also making a digital version that will run on iOS and Android. And you get all of it for $75. So highly recommend the Kickstarter for this. It's very good. The company who's making it has done a lot of really successful Kickstarters in the past, so they're pretty reliable. So also good news. But yeah, and they plan on delivering it in January, which is also crazy. Like they literally just wanted to like recoup their production costs by opening pre-orders essentially.
They did that.
But now they were going to open pre-orders, pay for the production, roll out the core rule book, and then all of the other stuff, like the adventure books, they were going to roll out over time. But now they can just release it all at once.
It is officially licensed in Niscavian.
Yep, 100% fully licensed.
Yep.
To the point where on my Kickstarter updates that they email me, they're like, hey, we've got more stretch goals coming. We're just waiting on Nickelodeon to approve them. So, yeah.
Yep. They done good.
Done good.
What's that, Shiver?
$75 all in is a really good price.
Yep.
Yep.
They also have like retailer pricing for like local shops and stuff. It's nice.
You can come back here on Saturday for an episode of the Relay Station where Shiver and Nakara and I will talk Star Citizen. No Jake. He's not allowed.
Nope.
And then come back here 1 week from now for more of this with Jake.
Yep. We got a free fly starting tomorrow. Hopefully. And that's you always have to put hopefully at the end of those sentences.
You do.
What else is going on? Just some other stuff. We got some stuff coming. Keep an eye out for a post I'm working on.
Yay,
There's
posts.
me tipping my hat. Tipping my hat, tipping my hand. That's what I meant.
A tip of the hand.
Tipping my hand. Yeah, we're on the lead up to CitizenCon, so we got some stuff going on. That'll be cool.
Yeah. Jake.
Go check out the roadmap
Jake,
roundup.
end
from
the
last week.
show. You're dragging this on,
Good.
Jake. Jake, just end the show, Jake.
I was doing
Jake, you're
bit. All right, end the show. Goodbye. I love you.
Bye,
See you tomorrow.
everyone.
I don't know what that means.